got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Speak a little more love in this space. I got something to say.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And I'm so sorry. I just literally ran through the door, had to use the bathroom, whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm here.
So
I'm
y'all
here.
hear that? It's Mimi's fault that we late, but
It's it is. It's my fault. It's
anybody.
all on me.
What's up, Sandra? We're here. That's all that matters, Mimi. We're here tonight. And so let me say this. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Y'all brought this thing in right. I saw all the footage.
I have not saw you this year yet.
I know. I was in there this morning too. I was in there
Okay.
today.
Okay.
And what else was I there? I don't know, child. I can't keep track of all these damn jobs I got.
You do have a lot of jobs.
I
So
do.
I want to tell you Happy New Year. I hope that it has started off to be a very prosperous and wonderful year for you. As
It
well as
started off prosperous. I ain't gonna say wonderful, but you gotta take the bad with the good, honey.
take the bad with the good.
You
Listen,
have to.
that's the way it rolls. And
Yeah.
so I want to say Happy New Year to all of our friends and the
Yes.
family that support Montee and Mimi. We want to tell you thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
This is the best is yet to come in this year. So I'm so
honey.
excited.
Hmm.
So tell me, what did you do on New Year's?
I went to bed.
You went to bed.
Child, I was in bed by 10 o'clock.
Happy New Year, Linda. So you were in bed by 10 o'clock, so you didn't bring the New Year in.
Yeah, I bought it in the way I wanted to. Sleep in my bed. I woke up at 12:37. I said, Happy New Year. Then my
Well,
oldest came in and he
what's
said, ain't nobody want to spend New Year's with me. My brothers wanted to play games. I said, well, look, you here, we all together. That's all that matters.
that's all that matters.
And
But
I'm going back to bed.
and you went back to bed.
I
You
did.
know, I went out with some friends. I
Oh,
went.
yes, I saw y'all. I saw, they doing it. Ah.
What's up?
Mm.
So I did go out. We went to an Omega benefit party,
Yes, you sure
and
did.
I had a blast. I was with my good girlfriend Elena and Kim, and some other people met us there, and their husbands there. I was with my bestie. So I mean, I brought the year in right. So
Mhm.
um, my mom called me from church.
Oh.
She did. It was, I mean, and so she's like, I know where you at, and I was like, yes, mama, this is where I am. But it was really, really, really good. And so this, I vowed that, I did 5 things that I was not bringing into the year and 5 things that I wanted to. So I left 5 things behind that I just,
Okay, what you leave behind? Share.
oh, I had to leave it. So I wanted to leave anger behind. I felt like that this was a hard year for me and that I had a lot of anger towards some people that really didn't realize that, I probably was angry with them. And
Right.
so, thank you, Africa. And so I wanted to leave that behind. I wanted to leave procrastination behind.
Mm.
I wanted to leave um, just what was the other thing? There was 5 things that I had to leave behind. Self-doubt. That was my thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's major.
Yeah, I had to leave that behind because my thing is there's so many things that I want to accomplish in this
Right.
next year. And so I can't do it with those things holding me back. So it
Right.
was just like those things I knew that I had to leave behind. And so Josiah and I wrote these lists down and we came in the living room and we prayed and we prayed and we prayed. And then he wanted to go spend some time with his girlfriend. So I told him to go there and I went out with my friends. And so it was like one of those things that we prayed before we left. And then, of course, we called each other at midnight and then he came home at 12:30. I mean, so it was a good day, and so I'm appreciative, that it is, and you know it was one of them things. It's different, but I'm thankful. I'm
Yeah.
excited about this year. I am. I'm excited
I
about
know.
the show. I'm excited about the new things that we're doing. I'm excited about just life, period.
Yes.
There's been so
We're gonna
many.
have to do us a we're gonna do us another photo shoot soon.
We are, because we've
Yeah.
changed. We've changed. I feel like you
Mhm.
look different.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't let go of some stuff.
You said what?
You let go of some.
Oh, I'm letting go of a lot of stuff.
I'm proud of you. I really, really
This
am
year
proud.
I'm healing.
You're healing this year. This is your year of
I'm
healing.
healing. I
I.
have decided that I'm gonna be happy.
Mhm.
I decided that I'm not gonna let my past dictate anything now and going forward.
Uh-huh.
I have decided to let some things go.
Well,
I've
congratulations.
decided not to be angry, accept things how they are. Now, I'm not saying folks still cut off. I'm just not mad. It's just,
And that's the important thing. I just think
mhm.
that you have to be able to walk away from some things, and it's how you walk off. It's
Oh,
okay
yeah.
to walk off. It's how you walk off. I think that that's what the important key is. If you
And
walk,
I am totally focused on feeling better
hmm
and moving better.
hmm
Um, I ain't had sugar in 4 days,
oh,
and I
see,
ain't killed nobody.
ain't no sugar. You mean
No
kissing?
refined, no refined sugar.
Oh,
Nope, I ain't
yeah,
had no.
you mean
Mm.
kissing sugar? What you mean? What you
No,
mean?
I mean refined sugar. Because I said these joint. I need my Meg the Stallion needs so I can break it down.
That's what you doing this year? You
That's
break?
what I'm gonna do this year.
Oh, I ain't
I'm
mad
gonna
at
break it down and pick it back up without no help.
you.
Ah,
Get it.
yeah.
Get it. So I encourage everyone to set some goals. It's not too late within this year to set some goals and set long-term goals as well as short-term goals. That
Mhm.
way you know that you're going to accomplish them. And then when you write them down, it's always good to write stuff down because you can go back and look.
Absolutely. Do a vision board.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do a vision board, and the biggest thing is just get started. You don't have to. You want to do your business, just you
Just
don't
do
have
it.
to have this grand thing already set up. Just start. Just start putting things into action. Just start doing little by little, and everything will fall into place eventually.
It will fall into
Yeah.
place. Listen, that brings us to tonight's conversation. So tonight's conversation is a little bit different, and I didn't even tell Mimi about this one because it kind of just it came to me. And so what had happened was I went to a Christmas party, and while I was at this Christmas party, one of my clients, Asante, had these cards, and they're called Tonight's Conversation. And so they have these cards for dating or single people or debate and things like that. So what I did was I came up with these 13 scenarios that we're going to talk about tonight. We don't get through them all, that's fine, because I feel like they're hot topics and it's going to be fun. And so we want everybody to go over to the chat box on your Facebook, on go into the chat box on here and comment back to us. This is an interactive thing on tonight. It's always interactive and it's always good to hear from you because it brings a different perspective um, to this. Africa said these cheekbones. Sheesh. Well, thank you, honey. You
I
know,
know they are good.
well,
They
thank you. Um, so and it ain't nothing in them. They real. They mine.
are.
I don't have no fillers. Not yet. I feel like I need a little Botox right here.
You don't need no damn Botox. Just take your ass a nap.
That's gonna get rid of this right here. So
Yeah.
listen. All right. So tonight's conversation. Number one, do you consider flirting while in a relationship cheating?
No,
Why or why not?
no. Long
No,
as they don't, as long as they don't follow through.
as long as they don't follow through.
Yeah, ain't no follow through. And it's all right to see that you still got it. And some of us just have a flirtatious nature. Cause I do. I can't help it, child. I flirts with men and women. I
Mhm.
can't help it. It's just my way. You
So you
know.
don't think that it's considered cheating? Because then some people will
No.
say that some people will say that flirting is cheating because it could
Insecure
lead.
people, I think, will say that flirting is cheating, but I don't think it's cheating.
Okay. So
As
is
long
there
as you ain't touch nobody, y'all ain't exchange no numbers, y'all ain't chat nowhere. Flirtation, my definition of flirtation is it's in this moment. When it's
do it
done,
again?
I leave.
Do it
You
again in this moment.
it's in this moment. Hmm. In the moment only. Now you ain't follow nobody to the car and slip no numbers and with intentions on doing something later. You just see something, something look nice. You feeling yourself because that's all it really is. You feeling extra and you see somebody that look like they feel a little extra and y'all get together and be extra together. So
So you don't think so? Like, say for instance, so you made a valid point. As long as you're not talking on something. So on Facebook, it's flirting. Um, to
what's flirting? See, this way I got to get the breakdown because
right.
I have learned. I didn't know. I was in the barber shop or something. I'm somewhere with the guys, and they was talking about yeah, she up there. She put your pictures up.
At my
It was
age.
like it was two females talking.
Uh-huh.
It was like he said, yeah, I put my picture up. She up there liking your shit. I said, it's a like. It's Facebook.
Hmm.
What is? I didn't realize that was a thing. Just like I didn't realize when you took a picture with the opposite sex and posted it on your page, did that mean people thought that y'all was in a relationship?
Yeah, yeah. Even when you take pictures with the same sex or whatever, they think, y'all
Yeah.
be
What?
together.
Well,
Oh,
child, they probably think I'm bisexual now because I take pictures with every damn body.
so like on Facebook. So let's put this. Let's dig a little deeper. So let's say that we're on Facebook and
Mhm.
somebody slides into your DM and they say, "Hey, beautiful," and you
Well,
just
that's the DMs, okay. Because see, DM mean that you trying to get in contact outside of.
so you're saying that can't nobody flirt with you? They have to flirt with you in person?
Yeah, I ain't know how you flirting on the computer.
Oh, you don't know how to flirt because you like they said, you start liking pictures, and then after they like your picture, then they slide in your
I
email.
love it. When I say I get, as soon as I accept a guy's friend request, child, I get so many notifications. Like he just go through my photo gallery and just start liking every damn thing. So that's
That's
flirt.
yeah,
Okay, I just thought he was just looking through my stuff. I didn't.
yeah. He trying to look through your stuff for real.
But he looked through. Yeah, no, it's on the computer.
So that's flirting. That's a form of flirting. And so when they go into your DMs and they say, "Hey, I love this pic," or they send hearts or something, that's flirting.
Okay, I'm an analog girl in the digital world, honey.
And so then if you're in a relationship and your significant other, so you have a significant other and you slide into their DMs and you like it, would your partner feel like that's cheating? Africa says these days, if you slide in my DMs, I'm sliding you my cash app to make a deposit for my attention. You know,
Um,
you better work, Africa.
yeah,
You
I ain't doing all that. I ain't half the time I don't even pay attention to nothing in my damn DM.
you don't?
No.
Oh wow. I mean, so like
Unless somebody say I want to purchase something or like it got to be money related.
no.
I ain't finding love on Facebook.
Sandra says, I never felt that flirting was not to just like on a pic. I never felt like that was flirting, not to just like on a pic. And so,
Yeah,
like,
'cause I
if
I
you,
like a pic, but I won't.
if you,
I'll even call somebody handsome. That don't mean I want to get with them.
no. So what I'm saying is like what you explained. Like if somebody goes through and you befriend them and they like everything on your page, and then they slide in your DM and say, "Hey, beautiful, I really like how you look," or that becomes a form of flirting.
Oh, okay.
But you don't look at it like that.
No.
Hey, Juwan. Happy New Year to you as well. Okay. I mean, and to each his own. It's just a question. You can
Now, I
feel
mean, no, when I'm talking about the likes, now when you talk going in DMs, yeah, that is to me
to you.
when you because now you're trying to open up, you're trying to get in contact outside of here, so that's different. You taking it next level.
Okay. Okay.
Flirting to me is just it's innocent. It's like it's legal. I'm gonna do it. You at the light, wink at somebody, or or you
You at the
stumble.
light.
Oh, honey, I get it all the time in the car. Oh,
You at the light and you flirting.
child. It's been time a booger wolf will pull up next to me at the light, and that thing is doing. I like you look, and then he give me all kind of action. I'm just like I don't want to look back because I don't want him to think because he a booger wolf. So I start fidgeting with everything in my damn car. so this so this light could change and I can drive off. Cause it's like when they looking at you, they waiting for you to look back. It's like you can feel them just staring and trying to get your attention. They keep moving the car up and all that type of stuff. So yeah.
Brian says that's not flirting, that's harassment and grounds to be blocked, rolling on the floor, laughing. The adding and going in like all pics. No, no, no. Get in here and sit down. Laugh out loud. So I guess for some people, like
I guess it depends on who it is.
I guess it depends on who it is.
But you know what it also is too?
What is it?
What Roger said, it's only flirting if you find the person attractive. If they are a booger wolf, it is harassment. It's just like at work. It's flirting if the person is attractive. If they're not attractive, then it's sexual harassment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to number 2.
Yeah.
Could you be happy in a relationship if the sex was horrible? Explain your answer.
Happy? No, but I have stayed in relationships where the
When the
sex was
sex was
bad.
horrible? So
Yep.
explain, why did you stay in a relationship that the sex was
Because
horrible?
I'm loyal.
Because
Once I
what?
once I because I'm loyal.
Okay.
If I have, committed to this person, and if that's the only thing that's bad, I can stay because it's so
So
much more. But
I agree with you. I think that you can stay in a relationship to where sex is horrible, but I think that that comes in to where you educate your sex partner. It's
I
just
mean,
like
you
I
can
don't like
try,
this.
but it's
It's not working
some
for me.
shit just ain't going, you know.
So then in a relationship and if the sex is horrible, Mimi, so when it comes time to have sex, then what do you do? Are you going into it with that attitude that you have right now? Here,
I'm a woman. It's like I'm over 40. It ain't gonna last that long, no damn way.
what makes sex bad? Can we get to the context? Is your partner disconnected or is the stroke bad? Oh, that's good.
It could be size. It could be, it could be that has no real rhythm, technique. Um, could be a lot of different things.
So then this goes back to my
They could be a
thing.
selfish lover.
So in the relationship, when you first have sex, isn't that the time to say, this ain't good for me. I'm out.
This
What is
particular
that?
relationship, I waited 8 months, so I
Mhm.
was already emotionally involved.
Okay. 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 So Africa says open the relationship. You got nothing to lose.
I'm
If the
not
sex is
open.
bad,
That's not, but that ain't my thing because that
that ain't
causes all kind of. When I say I don't do drama at all. And when you do an
your-
open relationship, I don't care how upfront everyone is, and we all done talked everything out, and these the rules, is the understanding. At some point, it's gonna get messy. I don't do messy. Somebody gonna get jealous. Somebody going to like something a little bit more from one or the other, and it'll get messy. I've seen it.
Linda Carter says, I liked the man. I just told him what I liked, but it did not last. Rhythm. So he didn't have no rhythm, I guess. Um, um, Jawan says, I think the size. Um, I think for me, like I've been in a relationship to where it was just like, it was just,
Because sometimes you don't have chemistry with somebody.
I think, and I think chemistry is very important. There has to be some type of chemistry before we gonna lay down. And then if we lay down and it's all bad, then sex is not everything.
It's
Sex is
not.
the icing on the cake for me. I believe that
Yeah.
that's what it is, the icing on the cake. But there has to be some type of foundation there. Can we get through bad sex? We can because we can talk about it. We can work through it. I don't like this. I like this. I like that. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. As far as an open relationship, I've never been in an open relationship before. So I can't speak to how it would affect me or what it would do for me. I don't know if I could because I am a jealous person. I know that about myself. And so I don't know if I could be in this relationship and knowing, I guess it depends on what open is. Because is open meaning do we bring a person in our bedroom together, or is open that you can go off and sleep with who you want to and then you come back home, or is open um yeah, I would have to define open. And
At
then
some
even
point, it's gonna get messy. I don't care how much you talk about it, how many ground rules you lay down. It's going to get messy. It's going to. It's going to.
Africa says that's a myth to think the relationship was sour if it's open. I'm a witness and I've been married 10 years. So I guess Africa is saying
But
publicly.
they Africa, because I know because we didn't have a conversation. Their shit is a little different. Their shit is real different. So this
Uh,
isn't this isn't it's not a traditional relationship to start with.
Leon comes back and says, "That's it, Mimi." None. Brian says, "I agree, Mimi." So I've known people that have been in open relationships and that they work fine. I think, and then I know people that have had open relationships and it turns into a scandal. I know people that have had relationships and they bring a third person on in, and it builds a better relationship as well as with the other person. So I mean, I
Now
guess.
the people that the ones you said it builds a better relationship. I'm going to ask the question. You know, is the pink elephant in the room? Was it a heterosexual relationship or was it a homosexual relationship?
Was heterosexual.
Okay, as I don't know, not one heterosexual couple that alive that this shit is worked with. Not
And I think that some people are in them and they just don't talk about it. It goes back to that relationship assistant. There are some people that will accept a relationship assistant, and there's some that will not openly accept a relationship assistant.
yeah, openly, absolutely not.
Right. I mean, openly, publicly. What I mean is some people that know that that their
Yeah,
significant
they know some on the side, but they feel like most of the time, and I'm just gonna speak for women, women have to feel like they're getting something more
uh-huh.
than someone else. So the one at home feels like she's getting more than the bitch out in the street. Now, who's to say that is, but that's how they feel. So what from my experience, from speaking with a lot, I have talked with a lot of folks. Women like to feel like women like to feel special,
Mm,
even if they know they're not the only one. They know they the favorite one, or they know that the one that is like the one that's lied to
hmm.
is the one that he want to keep.
Hmm.
The
So,
one they tell the truth to is expendable.
hmm. So consensus says, could you stay in a relationship? Could you be in a happy relationship? Happy is the key word. Um, if the sex was horrible, you say yes. I say it's workable. I think that
You
that
be rich.
You have to really, really talk about it. Africa, we agree with you. I think that you could stay in one
Because
thing.
when you're older,
Mhm.
you know what you require is different.
I totally agree.
Like I like to deal with men that are financially stable, and most men that have a lot of money are not great in bed
You
because
know,
they don't have to be.
that's true.
They don't have to.
You're right. You're right. Jasmine says she'd rather know the truth, period. Debbie says, well, 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 I finally get to join. What's up, Debbie? Um, Jasmine, the truth hurts. I don't know if I want to know. My thing has always been as long as I don't find out, it ain't no problems. I think that if we're gonna really, really talk about it, and once I find out, I think I would kirk out because you didn't trust me enough to come to me and talk to me about it. So you didn't give me
No,
enough.
one at home. No, sometimes. But see, people know their partner. Some people can't handle it.
I don't
They
know.
wouldn't be able to handle it. Because I really believe you can truly love somebody, but just like something else,
Okay,
you
I hear
know.
you. So let's move to number three. I got a question for you, girl. I got a question for you, Miss MiMi. If someone interviewed your ex,
Uh
what would they say about you?
huh. They be like, that bitch talk bad. She got a lot of fucking money. They would definitely say I'm loyal,
Uh-huh.
but I don't take no shit. And that I go hard for any and everybody that I love.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That would be what
Because
they would say.
because my exes, I have never been fired. I have already resigned from my post.
Oh,
I've
you've
never
always
been.
been Fantasia. This is my 2 week notice. I resigned from my position because you
Yeah.
ain't treating me right.
And and all my exes have wanted me back at some point.
Oh wow.
Every last one.
Wow.
I've honestly, I can honestly say I've never been broken up with.
Oh wow. Africa says they'll all say that I was a great partner. Leon says yes. So I guess with me, it would depend on which ex you asked. Um, Brian says, okay, resignation. So I guess it would depend on who you ask. Now, if you were to go back and ask one particular person that I dealt with, he would say, oh, Lamont was a good lover. I wish that I would have done right by him, or I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. But Lamont goes hard. Lamont loves. He's caring. He'll give you his all. But if you ask my recent ex, he probably would say, "Oh, that bitch." you
Well,
know,
it's still too soon.
it is still too soon.
Okay, yeah, too
But he
soon.
probably would say that because he would always say that I was Veronica from the Have and the Have-Nots.
Well,
So
if you acted like Veronica, I would have left your ass too. That ain't no compliment. That bitch was crazy.
I mean, so if you, it really, really depends on what ex you would ask. But for the most part, I think that there would always, it would be a consensus that I am a good, loyal person. I love hard. Regardless of who you are, I'm going to love you hard. But there is a part of me that once I'm done, I'm done. And people know that about me. Even my friends know that once I'm done, I'm
Yeah.
done. There's no coming back for me. I learned that in counseling that I know how to kill people. And what I mean by kill people
Yeah.
is like I'm done with you. You no longer are relevant to me. I just not have not realized how to resurrect a person yet, and I'm working through that piece.
You
Monty,
got
thank
to
you for my
resurrect it.
family. Laugh out loud. I'm really really not a bad person. Brian says for me, faithful, loyal, 10 toes down, and some too probably would say call the police. I would say call the police on Brian. I definitely would say call the police on Brian.
You must
Brian
really, yeah.
Brian is one of my exes. And so I would definitely say
Ah,
police on Brian. No, no,
yeah,
that truthfully, I will say Brian was a good person. Brian is a good person,
I
and we have
believe that.
developed a friendship. And he would tell you that I was a good lover. But Brian is a good person, so I have nothing bad to say. When I say he was a provider, he was a good provider. When I say he was good to me, he was good to me, and I mean that. So I will say that about people, So even with Jacoby, Jacoby's a wonderful man. He really, really
Mhm.
is. We just got to a point to where he wasn't the man for me, and I wasn't the man for him. So
And
and
sometimes that's what happens.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so we're good. We still have children, so we make it do what it do, and it's too soon to really, really still be able to say, I feel this way or whatever. Like so now, Lamont looked like he got that good, good. Debbie, is that how you feel, Debbie? Oh, it's all love. We still bang heads over that one. Period. Laugh out loud. That's Brian. There he go. There he go. Call the police, y'all. I'm telling y'all, call the police.
When is
So,
birthday?
huh?
When is his birthday?
Brian's?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, July, I believe.
Mhm.
It's
Oh
been
yeah.
so, I
He can't.
believe.
Oh, them niggas crazy.
The
He
Kobe
can't.
was July 1st.
Yeah, cats is crazy. They not here.
So anyway, Africa says, I'm sober, but what are y'all drinking too? Cancer to the heart.
I'm drinking lemonade.
July 7th, 13th. I said,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
They different.
yeah.
They different.
But this is the thing. I have learned that it is good to have relationship with your exes. I never understood that prior to, but I do now. And I think it's good to have relationships, some sort of relationship. I'm not saying that you have to go out and be the best of friends. I think that it can be good. Yeah, I'll be seeing y'all little sexy videos and them sensual TikTok.
Oh yeah. You be flirting with yourself, Chad.
So
I said I was gonna start doing TikToks, but I ain't started yet.
you ain't started yet. Okay. Let's go to number 4. Do you feel it's okay to go through your significant other's phone without permission?
No, no, no. Because what you looking for? If you feel like you got to look for something, you already know the damn answer.
Oh, Africa, let me answer your question. I am drinking Moscato. It's Moscato with some, it's called Montee's. That's all I can tell you is Montee's.
Mm,
But so you say no. Africa
no,
says no. Marquise says no. Africa says hell no. Absolutely not. So everybody's saying that it's not okay to go through
no,
your significant other's phone without their permission.
absolutely not. Because I mean, what's the point? If you trust them or you don't,
So if you go through their phone, is that saying that you don't trust them?
absolutely.
Okay.
That's what
So
you're looking for. What would be the purpose of going through their phone?
I guess, to make sure that everything is all right.
To
Linda
make
says,
sure, which means you don't trust them.
Linda says, hell no, seek and you shall find. And Africa say, but do it anyway. Laugh out. Debbie says, I'm not going through. Shh, she ain't going through nothing. So I guess it's not okay, but it's healthy to know what is going on. Okay. There comes what I wanted to go to. Africa says it's healthy to know what's going on. So
Well,
do you
ask questions.
oh Kirsten says, I think both parties should have access passwords, but I don't need to filter through anything.
But what's the purpose? This the thing. If you got passwords, what are you looking for? What would be the purpose of going in your partner's phone?
You know, I I
That's
think
that's what I'm asking.
I think that some people are insecure. It could be
So
something
then
that
you
you
need to
thought
go. You need to go fix that. That's not going through the phone is not going to make the person secure. It's not going to. Honestly, it doesn't even give them any type of Um, well, it don't give them security. I'll
It
say.
does.
I was trying to find it because what happens is if an insecure person, well, they must got another phone. They gonna find you in their mind. You gonna be doing something, so it
Right
doesn't matter.
is hell no. Learn the hard way. All I say before you do it is ask yourself, will you be able to handle when you find whatever it is you find? Coming from one insecure person, coming from once an insecure person. Trayvon says if you have suspicions to go through the phone, you're gonna find what you're looking for. Um,
But if
Africa,
you have suspicions, you pretty much already know.
oh
If
wow.
you're not an insecure person,
Africa says you could be partnered with a coward. So where the coward, where they ain't got enough strength to say it. Isaiah says facts. Kay says, what if I need to find something? I literally went in there yesterday to get a drunk video he had of me and didn't look at anything else. Just scrolled through the dates on the pictures and Viola and found the IG. Voila, found for my IG story. Okay. I think that with some people it's something totally different. Now, I will say that I was in a relationship.
but let
To
me before with Kate, do you think your husband would post a drunk picture of you that you wouldn't want him to post?
No, she was looking for it. I think she was saying she wanted it for herself. She needed to find it again.
Why she just ain't tell him to send it to her?
But why couldn't she just pick up the phone and go through it and get it?
But why not just ask?
Maybe because she wanted it right there in the moment.
And sometimes people they say they looking for something, one thing, but they looking for something else on the slide.
Her story. Okay. She said he was upstairs. And that really says that y'all trust each other because he left his phone downstairs.
Okay.
Because most people are not going to, like, now you find that most people's phone is glued right to them. They got their phone all the time. Even when they go to
Mhm.
bed. You know, I've gone to my best friend's house and he got his phone. He'd be like, and I'd be like, dang, your phone right. He'd be like, yeah, I'm watching TV, but the phone be right there. I know people like that. Josiah has his phone in the bed, his iPad, but they little relationship is something totally different. His girlfriend watch him sleep and he watch her sleep. I kid you not. If I go in Josiah's room at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna see that little girl sleep and he sleep. And the iPad is facing him while he's sleeping.
Maybe they just fell asleep while they was talking.
It's every night.
They probably fall asleep because you know
No, no,
when you
Mimi, let me
16,
tell you.
17, you wanted to stay on the phone all night.
No, Mimi, let me tell you. Yesterday, he went to the salon because he went to go finish washing towels at the salon.
Right.
I went in his room to put his laundry on his bed because I don't fold his laundry. And the
Right.
little girl was right there, and I said, "Hey, girl, hey." She was just right there, waiting on him to come home. I ain't lying. I can't make this up. I said, "Hey, girl, hey, hi." She kept doing what she was doing.
Yeah, no.
So,
I don't
uh,
know where her mom at.
says everyone you trust isn't trustworthy, and sometimes you find that out the hard way by searching through someone's phone. True. Case Kirsten says didn't filter through the messages or nothing, child. Just got the video and carried on about my day. Linda says I have to look for my phone. I mean, so and Debbie's saying weird about Josiah.
Now, anybody get my phone gonna be bored as hell because ain't shit in there.
Well, mine is not boring at all.
Oh,
Um,
I like your life ain't boring.
my life
Now
is
they gonna
boring.
see they gonna see a bunch of pictures of a bunch of selfies. They're gonna see the kids and the dogs and recipes and food I done made. That's it.
Okay, so this is a continuation to this question. It says,
Mhm.
I agree with you, Kirsten. So it says, once going through the phone, you see a number he has
Mhm.
called repeatedly, and you
Mhm.
open the text messages, and the last message from the individual is the words, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. What do you do?
First of all, I ain't going through the damn phone because as a woman, and I'm gonna be straight up honest. If I am financially taken care of, and I don't, I'm not like lacking, like he's not slighting me on no attention, none of that stuff. I ain't even gonna, I'm not gonna do shit because I don't want to change what the fuck I got going on.
Okay. Isaiah says, is it possible getting accused so much that it would actually push you into doing something?
No.
Mickey says no. I will say that I don't think that it will push you into doing something, but I think it's possible that it sparks curiosity. I don't think that you have to just
That
necessarily
don't
go through and
spark
do
no curiosity. You wanted to do something, and now you like, you know what? You just giving yourself permission. That's all.
it. Oh, Kirsten said, now let me ask you this. Why do y'all think that females find something but don't do shit about it? Let that man cheat in peace.
Mhm.
I think it goes back to what Mimi says that, that you're kept or that you feel comfortable or that it really doesn't matter to you because you're at a different place in the relationship. I think
Mhm.
that in talking through this show for the last almost 2 years, that
Mhm.
there are relationship assistants and some people need a relationship
Absolutely.
assistant. And it could
People
be
that benefited from them don't even know they benefited from them.
you're absolutely right. So I guess it could be that. Um, and so, and going back to this, once you go through the phone, you see the number repeatedly, and you message from the individual with the words that says, "I can't wait to see you tomorrow. What do you do?" I know the old Lamont would have called the number. I wouldn't. That's just being open and honest with you. I've done it. I've done it, and I've called. Um, so I would have called the number. Um, Africa came back and said, and homosexuals
My
got
ass, as smart as I am, the way my mouth goes, child, if I were to do it, this is just a hypothetical. I'm not saying because I'm not one to go through the phones. But for answer's sake, my personality, I'm like, he's unavailable tomorrow. What you I don't have any plans for him on Friday, so you know, maybe y'all can make that work.
Hmm. Isaiah says it can cause you to stop caring for your partner because of the lack that they have, of the lack of trust that they have in you, and you can cause you to look for another person since they didn't really believe you anyway. I agree with that. I think that insecurities can push a person
I
away.
think I think they'll make him break up with
Yeah,
them.
I think that
Absolutely.
I definitely agree with you. I think that yeah, insecurities. The old me, the old me. What time are we meeting? Whoever this person that has texted and called repeatedly. Yeah, that would be you, Brian, because you crazy. That would have been Brian. Brian is real crazy. He cray. So I think that with different people, that's what they do. I totally agree. Isaiah, I think that, in relationships, that if there is no trust, there really isn't a relationship. But I do believe that trust is earned. I think that you trust a person so much in the beginning. And I think that as time goes on, you just know your partner. And when people come to you with foolish and said, well, this person did not mine, and you just keep it moving. Not mine wouldn't do that, or no, not mine. You get to that point where you really, really develop a sense of trust. I think that perhaps it comes with age as well. If you're dating someone that is 10, 20 years younger than you, or something like that, or you're dating someone that has been hurt from past relationships, quite naturally, they're going to bring that into the next relationship because they never dealt with it. And so those are the kind of conversations you have in the beginning. So what happened with you and your ex last time? What happened? Why y'all break up? What are you over that? Have you left them alone, or are you still suffering from that? Those are valid questions, and it's called communication. If you're not having communication in a relationship, you don't have a relationship. You don't. You have to talk about those kind of things. And like she was saying, um, oh, Africa be going, she takes it to a whole nother level every time. When the fruit isn't forbidden, It's not as sweet, and it brings the couple closer.
What?
When the fruit isn't forbidden, meaning it's not as sweet, and it brings the couple closer.
Okay. No.
I'm trying to figure.
Africa shit is different. That's her shit is her shit is totally different. No, no.
Okay, move on. So you're going to work to surprise your significant other. Once you get there, you find out that they're gone with their work husband or work wife. You call your significant other and they send you the voicemail. You send a text message and no response. You wait for an hour at their job and still nothing. What do you do?
At that point, you gotta make a decision.
No, you're not an alien, Africa.
You gotta make a decision. You gotta decide. I mean, because it's the thing. They work with them. They ain't about to give up their damn job. It depends on you. That's when you have to. And this one is contingent on a lot of things. If when you're younger, what you require in a relationship, what your standard of living is, it's just a lot of different components when
Mhm.
it comes to that particular question. Younger me, I would have went
They're pulling away to exhale.
younger me, yeah. But where I am in my life now, like I said, if I'm being provided for well, it ain't too much I really give a fuck about
Break up.
that.
That person is more than what they say. Trayvon says break up. That the person is more than what they say. So listen, I was at this party and we had this discussion. And so one gentleman said, "Oh no, my wife can't have no work husband." He just went right there and says, "My wife can't have no work husband." And so then there were other people there that were females that were there. Was why can't I have no work husband? Because
No,
my work husband do this, my work husband do this, my work husband do this. And then one woman says, "Well, I can confide things into my work husband while I'm at work. And then when I get home, I can tell you the other things." So it was this big old issue about Linda talking about my question is where in the hell you been? So it's like this big thing about work husbands and work
but
wives.
because that's a form of intimacy. You share
I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm breathing.
you
Go ahead.
sharing some you talking about your husband with your work husband, because
Uh-huh.
women can do that. Women do that type of shit. You know, women constantly. Most women need constant attention,
Uh-huh.
so they looking for that work husband to tell them that they pretty and all kinds of things. It can really, when I say that's a slippery slope right there.
It is.
It
But
it, it is.
this man didn't want his wife to have a work husband.
And
What
I totally get that because he know his wife, he don't know that man.
So Africa says if he's gay, she can have a work husband. That's what Africa put in up. But we asked that question to the gentleman, and
He
he was
said,
like,
hold
no.
up,
She said, if he's gay, can she have a work husband? And the answer was still no. He said no.
okay.
The man said no. He didn't
Yeah,
care
'cause
if
he don't know if that man just gay, twice a week or something.
right, 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 right. And so that was his issue. And so it's really relevant, like with me, I I say it, and I say, well, I got two work wives. I have Elena and I got Kim because we work together all the time. We're always together. We go to lunch a lot together. I go to their house.
But
We
you ain't trying to screw him,
I,
so that's the difference.
and then I think the difference
A
is
lot of times, the work husband, he just waiting for a vulnerable moment.
is that what the work husband does?
Let me tell you something. You know, they always talk about, can men and women be friends? A lot of times, folks are friends with the opposite sex. Like a man will be friends with a woman because that's all she's offering.
Mm-hmm.
But if she was offering more, he would definitely be down.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only gonna they'll just take what they could get at the time.
Okay.
But if let's say that she got a vulnerable moment, he gonna hit. They waiting for an opportunity.
You know,
They're just accepting that this is all that there is that's on the table at the time.
I agree with Africa. I don't think that everyone's trying to smash. I think there are some genuine friendships with people at work. I really believe that.
I'm talking about just in general with heterosexual friendships between a man and a woman. Most of the time, the men are attracted some kind of way to the woman, and whenever it's gonna be a weak moment. I mean, we gonna be honest here. It's a weak moment. The man will hit. He
So
waiting.
so like I think that's how we stereotype people because for one, that's just like saying a gay man and a heterosexual man can't be friends because the gay man, if he ever, and we hear this a lot, if the gay man ever catches the straight man drunk, he gonna try to take advantage of him or something like that, or he gonna
I don't think that in that case. No, I don't.
yeah,
I don't. But with heterosexual,
you think so?
85% of the time, they will.
Okay, everybody's entitled to how they feel, So, work husband, would you have a work husband?
Would I have a husband? No, I got too many damn jobs. Shall I be? It would already be a situation.
I think that those are things that people have to discuss. I mean, can you have a work husband? So is that a conversation that you have with your husband, or is it a relationship that you develop? Your husband finds out about it. In this situation, in this situation, I'm with Linda. I'm asking the question, where you been? Because if y'all together, you can't answer the phone, you can't text me, you
But
can't.
that's young Mimi. Old Mimi, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, all right.
So you wouldn't have said, "Oh, where you been?"
No, because at this point, I ain't in it for love. I'm in it for stability.
No, but I definitely will ask the question. Like when I'm with Lena and Kim, their husband will call and be like, and it's so good now to where he'd be like, y'all at lunch. And Kim be like, yeah, me, Lamont, and Lena. And he be like, I already knew y'all eating. Y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later, whatever. It's
Right.
always something like that. Even with Lena's husband, I mean, I think that it's just all about being open and honest and clear.
Mhm.
But even at this party, when we were discussing this, when we were at this party and we were talking about it, and I made the statement that I had two work wives, and I said how that we could go shopping together. I can tell him, oh girl, that look good on you, or girl, this don't look good on you, and he got mad and he was like, you can't tell my wife. I don't want no other man telling my wife, oh, that look good on you. You look good in that. This, I don't care if you gay or not. You can't tell my wife that. And I'm just like, okay, you got something else. You
Yeah, he had a whole nother that was a special
dealing
case.
with something totally different. Yeah, so I think that those are insecurities that people have. Marquis says he's just insecure. I believe that he's very insecure. And I think that a lot of times that people try to go into these relationships and they are insecure and they're not ready for them. But I think it goes with trust. You have to learn to trust somebody. You can't always unpack your baggage on somebody because it's your baggage. You can't give them to them for them to hold because they can't carry it because they don't know how to carry your baggage.
Right.
Um, she should respect his boundaries if she's going to be with him. I agree. Linda says, if you're open with your spouse, I see nothing wrong. I agree. I totally agree. Those things that I agree. Mimi, number
Yeah.
7. If your credit score was a person, what kind of person would it be? Could you date that person or possibly be married to that person?
Okay, you say if the credit score was what?
If your credit score was a person, could
Was
you
a
date that person?
oh mine? Fuck yeah! I'd marry that bitch. Hell yeah,
Oh God, get it, Mimi.
yeah.
Get it, Mimi.
Well, honey, I'm a credit lady, so my credit is very good.
Right, right, right. You are.
Once
So
upon a time it wasn't, but it now, yeah.
mine is not where I want it to be. HYFR. I don't know what HYFR means. Am I done? Hi, for I don't know what HI.
Ask them to break it to whoever put it in there.
Break it down for me because I don't know what it means. I'm trying to figure it out. HYFR. Put it in there and tell me what that means. So could you, if your credit score was a person, what kind of person would it be? So you're saying that it would be a good person.
Absolutely, it would
Let
be an excellent person.
me
Mm-hmm.
It
Stable.
says this new credit. I'm like Mimi. Yes, indeed. Oh, Kirsten says it means hell yeah. F and
Okay.
right. F and right.
Okay.
Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. Okay. So absolutely, Linda says, I'm gonna be honest. No. And it's not that my credit is horrible,
Got
but
some work to do. That's all.
work to do due to, when someone goes through a divorce, there's things that are left and things that you have to fix and things like that. So at this point in my life, if your credit score was a person, what kind of person would it be? It would be all right person. Could you date that person or possibly be married to the person? Yeah, I could marry them because I don't think it's always based on credit. Because I know that there's some millionaires that have bad credit, they just got money. So yeah, I could definitely
I
still be.
don't know. I don't know no millionaires with bad credit.
You know,
No.
I ain't got good credit
No.
because some people don't even have credit because they pay for cash for everything.
Mm. These days and time, this day and time, you can't even m- having money ain't enough.
It's not. It's really,
You
really,
have to have both.
it's really, really not.
You
Marquise
have
said
to.
surely would. Kirsten says it's discriminatory not to date someone based on their credit. You got to build a brother up.
No, ma'am.
I was waiting. I was waiting on Mimi to say it. No, ma'am.
Romance without finance is a nuisance.
Mm. Africa says Donald Trump got bad credit.
No, the fuck you don't.
You don't think he got bad credit?
And he's a white man, so honey, the rules do not apply.
Okay. Marquis says no. I said the same thing. You said the same
He
thing
don't
about
have bad credit because they keep giving him fucking credit.
they do. They keep giving him
So
credit.
you can't. If your credit is bad, ain't nobody gonna keep giving you credit.
Africa says yes, he does. So Africa go
How
back.
you know Africa?
Africa go back and forth with you. So I'm not gonna be the person to say, "Oh, I got A1 credit," because I don't.
Okay.
Is it a work in progress? Yes, it is. Am I
I
refixing
worked hard on mine now.
some
Very hard.
stuff? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing some things, but can I go out and buy a car? Done. I have. Can I get what I want with a decent interest rate? I can. It's just not
Then
where I,
you ain't doing it.
you know who I want to be like? I don't even know if she's still on there. I want to be like one of my girl Stephanie Hill, like bomb credit to where she just walk in the room and they say what you need. They just run her name and say, what how much do you need? What else?
Mhm.
What would you like? I want to be like that. That's what I want to be.
Right.
And that's what this year is about. That's gonna happen. Linda Carter says, well, first Africa says he has endless bankruptcies. He does.
Okay.
Linda Carter says, I'm too old to build up a plan. I'm 65 years old.
Can I just break something down for everybody here,
Mhm.
real quick? You know when you have a bankruptcy, what that means to the bank now is that you don't no longer have debt. So technically, that means you have perfect credit again. It's a fresh start. So
Fresh
it
start.
doesn't matter.
Um, Kay says, I don't know. Most black men don't have good credit. I married an older man, so he was established, but I would have dated someone with bad credit if if the ding was good.
Well,
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Do we even go and ask people, do you have good credit before we start dating them? What's your credit
absolutely.
score? We don't ask that.
I do.
You do.
Absolutely.
But most people aren't going to tell you the truth.
Well, then you find out. It ain't hard.
It's not hard to find out, but then most people not going, they ain't going to tell you
You,
the
I mean,
truth.
that's the thing. You'll know. You will know by certain credit cards that they have. Well, I can tell about a credit card when they come to that bar because I have to take payment. I know who. I know who's who.
You know who's who?
Absolutely. Just
You,
by the credit cards you have.
you can tell. Marquise, no, you kind of got to get an idea of someone's credit based on their spending habits. Mm, I disagree, Marquise. I don't think that it has to do
Most of the
anything.
time you can if they're not rich. You can. You can tell.
Really. I'm talking about what
Absolutely.
he said based on their spending habits. What is
Absolutely.
it? What is it? How do you tell about somebody's spending habits?
Because if they don't make a ridiculously large amount of money and they're constantly spending, that means they have a lot of credit cards, which equals credit card debt. And I don't care even if you pay credit cards on time. If you let's say you go and you max out stuff every month, your score gonna be low, even if you pay it on time.
Africa say, how you gonna find out what kind of score they got if you don't go through their phone and check their Credit Karma app?
Well, I'm gonna have to go through their phone. I have no way.
Uh, and so like for me, and this is me speaking because Marquise came back and said, "Thank you, Mimi," and I agree with you, Mimi. I think that you can try to judge somebody about their spending habits, but when you're like us and you're a hairstylist and you make dope deal of money, it's something totally different. I don't have to pull out a credit card to buy something that I want.
Hmm.
And it could be that and we go out and spend money all the time, and it's not to say that we're maxing out credit cards to do it, because you make that kind of money. We can be in the salon and you know it, and the people that do business with us know it. It's easy to come out making $1,500 in one day, from doing hair, and then you go and you can blow it all or you can invest it all. I think it's about being smart with
But
your
those
money.
are, but that's the thing. Those are it has to do a lot with spending habits because if you are going and spending money that you just earned, or in our case, a lot of hairstylists, they'll spend it before they make it. Those are not wealth principles.
They're not. And I've
That's
always
the kind of
scared.
mentality. So you're gonna have you're just gonna be broke at a higher level. You're just gonna have a bunch of nice shit, but you have absolutely nothing, of value truly to show for it.
I've always been scared to base my spending on what I think I'm gonna make. Because them are the days that everybody will cancel. It'll rain outside and everybody canceling, or it'll be a snowstorm and everybody's canceling. So you have to be really, really careful with that. But then it is what it is. So, that's a good thing. So
I'm very thrifty.
I'm very thrifty. What's up, Patrice?
Before it comes to
I
stuff.
and a lot of
Nigga,
people a lot of people know because I'm very
how many? No, 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 no. You are
what?
not thrifty. No,
You don't think
you are
so?
not. Absolutely not.
Why? Mimi, I shop at thrift stores sometimes.
Sometimes, but a lot of the stuff that you have is this season. That ain't
So-
in no thrift store.
Some is this season, some is last season, some are 2 seasons ago.
Oh well, 2 seasons ago ain't gonna be in the thrift store, sugar.
You'd be surprised.
I
You
would, yeah, because I've been in the. I ain't seen nothing from 2 seasons ago. Now, if you did, maybe somebody the maid didn't accidentally put it in the to go the that box, but that's not anything that happens on in
stop that, Mimi, because I don't want people to think that I live like this. I really don't. I'm not.
all you gotta do is look in them pictures. Gucci boots and look, child, book bags. I know how much that stuff costs. I ain't gonna put all your shit out there, but you're not thrifty, sir, at all.
So let me say
Not
this.
at all.
Let me say this.
Yes,
I do shop at thrift stores. There are things that I invest money in.
absolutely.
There are some things that I invest money in.
But you're
Um,
not thrifty. You're not thrifty. This is no. You're not, baby.
okay. First
Okay.
place, when you go shopping with me, the first place, anybody that knows Lamont, first place that I go to is a clearance rack. If every
Absolutely. That's the first place. But if they don't have that bitch on there, you gonna go and get what you want.
moving along.
Mhm.
What is the most romantic thing that you've done for a person? Okay, Mimi.
I'm thinking the most romantic thing I have done. Mhm. Y'all probably wouldn't think it was romantic, but it was a big deal to me.
What was it?
I put I was helping them establish their business credit. So I
Hmm.
put I made them a co-user on a couple of my credit accounts to build this shit up.
And so that's that was you being romantic.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not knocking your skills,
No,
girl.
it's okay. I get it because I ain't the you know.
Wow. I think the most romantic thing that I did was a vacation. I took Jacoby on a vacation and he didn't know where we were going. And
That's
all I told him to do was all he had to do was show up at the airport. That was
oh,
it.
that's cute. And I ain't
All,
gonna do no shit like that.
all
But
he had
that's
to do
very cute. Yeah.
all he had to do was show up at the airport. And so I had packed his bags. I had everything packed.
Yeah.
And we got on a plane and we flew to Cancun and he didn't even know and he was so excited. That was the most romantic thing that I think that I've done. Linda Carter says I showed up at his house in a silk teddy and a
Cute.
mink coat. He was
Yeah.
stunned. Get it, Linda.
Yeah.
Better, you better show up at the silk teddy and a mink
Mhm.
coat. And then did you lay down on the mink coat? Did y'all lay as we lay on the
They can
mink
do it on
coat?
that damn man call.
Africa says my husband's birthday is the same day as his favorite artist Prince. So I bought him diamonds and pearls and gave him a massage with purple lights and soft Prince music on his birthday. That's
Oh,
cute.
that's cute.
That's real cute.
That is.
Cute. And here go Brian. Show out. You know, I think that's sexy. I think that most gifts don't have to be monetary. I think it's just all about listening to the person and figuring it out. You
Yeah.
know, it's figuring it out. What a person needs or what they want. I think it could be romantic. Just giving somebody a card that can be romantic. It's about how you give it to me. It's
Okay.
it is. It's I'm you know
Hey, hey.
as flashy as I am, and I know that about myself. I'm very simple when it comes to things like that. If you give me a card, I have every card that Jacoby's ever given me. Still now, I still have them. Anytime, even with my kids growing up, all the stuff that they've done, it's just the simple things for me that mean a lot. Thinking outside the box, being spontaneous. I think so. Brian, when I dated Brian, Brian gave me a ring. I still have it. You know, so there's things like that that are sentimental to me that I will never get rid of. Bay had never been to Vegas, so I surprised him with that, and then we ride over the city. That's hot. Trayvon, that's hot. Trayvon got a little coin. Your credit good, bro. Debbie says, well,
Getting helicopters. Hell yeah.
Debbie said, told him that his thing wasn't little.
Yeah, well, that's the case. I've been romantic alone.
Debbie, Debbie, so you saying the man got a little thing? What are you saying?
Because man, the male ego is fragile.
You think?
You can you said what?
I'm just talking. I said, you think?
Absolutely. You can't tell a man you can't. You will hurt you would tear him down. He wouldn't be able to come back from that. The ego is huge.
Oh wow. So if you tell a man that he got a little piece, he can't come back from it.
Mm-mm,
Oh wow.
mm-mm.
Let him hit it in the car in the daylight. You better go, Kirsten,
You ain't doing
in the
that shit.
daylight. Car sex on the side of the road with the hubs and a romantic enough for me. I know that's yeah. You know what? I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all. I ain't mad at y'all. That's some good things. Good things. Good hot stuff. All right. But Debbie,
Don't even think about it. We too old for that shit. We too
Debbie
old.
said, told the man that his thing wasn't little. Wow. Okay, so listen to this one. You're on your first date, and the person you're with have checked all the boxes. The date has been absolutely amazing. I mean, this person has wowed you in every way. As you both have decided it was time to go to your separate homes, the person leans down, kiss you. Of course, you pucker up. The closer you get, the more you smell boo boo. They kiss you passionately, but you can't get past the smell of boo boo. So you're really not into it. You hug them and get in your car and you smell your top lip, and now it reeks of boo boo. What do? Do you see them again? Katrina say running a bath and giving him a bath. Africa say he's an ass eater. He ate ass earlier. Oh my God.
We definitely ain't definitely ain't doing that. You can't recover from that from me.
Deleting block.
Yeah. I with Brian on that one.
I give him one more chance. Maybe he had some food that made it stink.
I mean, okay.
Hell no, and don't kiss.
I ain't
So
never ate no food smell like shit.
uh, Katrina said can't do stinky breath. So you imagine you getting ready to kiss this person, and the closer you get, you smell boo boo. You
Mm-mm. I can't tell.
Marquis says I'm a jokester, so we talk about how wonderful the day is and say something about the boo boo. Once tail smell, always tail smell. Africa says I'm a bob and weave and say I bit my tongue. Then ghost him. Mimi, you really wouldn't give it one more go? I saw your face. You wouldn't give it one more go, Mimi?
We wouldn't have got there.
Because
Soon as
Mimi.
I smell shit, it's like mm-mm. That's happened to me before.
Brian said his facial expression is too strong. I would not have been able to hide my feelings. Kirsten says perfect dates are hard to find in a dating pool full of pee. Somebody else said that the other day. They called the dating pool pee. So it said somebody done pissed in the
There's
pool.
somebody peed in it.
And then,
I said dating pool got diarrhea in it.
Linda Carter says, I smell that, no kissing. Debbie says, why they kiss him though? I
Exactly.
don't know. Africa says, I'm with Mimi. Turn off, run. Debbie says, I'd be like, who your dentist? uh, Brian says, pissy as hell. Catrice says, I'm with Mimi. I mean,
That, like I said, that's happened to me before.
Catrice said, she would
That's
say, did
happened.
you fart? Catrice said, she would ask them, did you fart?
Nah. Mm-mm.
uh, y'all wouldn't just hand the brother a mint. You know,
You, if it smell like shit, a mint ain't gonna do it.
I'm trying to tell you, there was this man that we've gone to church with, and he would always be, and I mean, you just smell it was horrible. And
Maybe he
then he
has
would
stomach
always have to
issues.
whisper. He want to whisper, and he'd just be like, "Oh," and it'd be just make you sick at the stomach. I mean, it was
Mm-mm.
horrible. But come to find out, he had something internally going on with his mouth, and they had to go in and do some scraping, some scaling and stuff.
Mm.
Lucretia just said it, deep cleaning. That's what it is. Brian said he needed an extraction. Kay said he probably had a bad tooth. Africa, it might be from the bowels. Uh, so, I don't, Listerine. Now, sometimes Listerine makes you
That's not
burn.
gonna do that. Uh-uh.
So your answer is no, Mimi.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
We
So
wouldn't even got to the kiss. My upper lip wouldn't have smelled like shit because I probably said, I don't kiss on no first day.
hmm.
Gave my handshake and rolled out.
My cousin Lacree says, no, it's the bacteria in his gums that we need to clean. He has to get that clean.
Either
Okay.
that or he might have stomach issues, might have kidney issues. It could be a number of things.
Hmm.
But that's not
He
that's
had to
not
smell
something
it earlier.
we can't recover from that. We can't.
He had to smell it earlier. What if you about to get it in and their drawers are holy and a dookie stain? Trayvon said, well, shit, take care of that. Then we can try this again. Africa says, I
Mm-mm.
wonder what his ass smells like. Oh, Vanessa said he full of shit. Oh my God.
Mm.
Wait, this is what's killing me. Some of these is church folks, because like, so they're not the normal church people, because we've been delivered from thinking that we're going to hell for cussing. So some of these people are like, oh no, oh no. So that's why I'm really, really dying tonight.
That's
Um, you know,
fine, being honest. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
no, I think that uh, would I have kissed him? I probably would have went
You
on and
wouldn't because you nice.
I'm nice.
I'm
I would have
not.
I would have taken it and been like, and whenever they'd have tried to go too far, I'd be like,
Mm-mm.
no, no, no. You play that game like, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, no. And then I'd have gotten in the car and be like, oh my God, no, I'm not doing this no more. It's no, no. I don't know if I could do Africa
By
said
that
it's
time, your stomach gonna be upset.
I hate Kirsten talking about, yeah, Monty, you would have. I hate
You
her.
would have.
My nerves. I am a nice person. Surprisingly, what people think that I am not, but I am. So yeah, I probably would have, but I wouldn't have. I don't. I could just see this person getting in the car like, "Hey, you smell." You say no, Mimi.
Huh?
You would have said no. He checked all your boxes, though, girl. All of them. Every box.
Obviously not with no shitty breath.
He
Because
got good
that's one of the
breath,
box.
girl. He got
What?
good. credit. He got everything. Kirsten said, I ain't gonna lie, I would have too. You'd have took it for the team, Kirsten. Oh, how many people say they would have kissed him?
I
You'd have
won't even mess with a man whose teeth are messed up.
he checked
Because I think they
all.
breath stink. That's a real thing with me. I the breath, that's major. That's up there with good credit.
My cousin Lacree talking about transferring bacteria. I hate you. I don't like you. I don't like you. So what of Africa? What about the fine ass fashionable African dude with the Under Armour? You ain't lying. And you know, listen, with the Under Armour, y'all got one to go to y'all church. Africa. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Cause she about to say something back. Kay says teeth are no. I'm with you, Mimi. Lucrece says, I love you. I love you too, honey. And you haven't responded to the Facebook post either. D says, yeah, that's a turn off. Africa just laughed. She talking about I'm dying. So because she know I ain't lying. It is somebody over there musty, for real. Horrible. But he's very nice. He's nice looking, but he's horrible. Like, ooh. That's another thing. And this year, Marquis said I would have, but he would have heard about it. Okay, Marquis said yes, she coming. So okay, that's deep. That's deep. Okay, let me ask you this, Mimi. This is our last one because this is the last one. Okay, last one, y'all. Last one. I promise. This is it. Montee and Mimi, how do y'all feel about men who say they don't date black women? Oh, Kirsten.
Oh, honey, that's a whole nother show.
That's a
Mm,
whole nother show. Maybe we should talk about that.
we can.
Let's talk about that. We'll put that on the show, Kirsten,
Mhm.
and we're going to invite you to be on the panel so we can talk about it. We want to hear your thoughts about it.
But I think they have mommy issues, but we could talk about it then.
What about women who weave stink?
It's a lot of them.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Y- So my thing is I have a problem because like when I work out, I'm always smelling my hair because I don't want to have stinky locks because there are a lot of men that their locks stink and I don't want to be that person. I do not want to be that person at all. So I'm always be like, you know what? I need to shampoo my hair. I need to do what I need to do because I don't want stinky locks. That's horrible. So here's our last one. What are your thoughts about toys in the bedroom? Yes or no? And why?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Flat out no. Why?
Yeah, because at my age, we ain't fucking that long. It's we're not.
Africa say use them.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Nope.
So you say no. Marquis says I'm all you need. Kirsten said, hey. Huh? Corn on the cob. Corny. Oh, I thought you were saying,
I'm
hey.
about to say, what kind of? Okay.
I thought you wanted a corn cob. I was just saying, oh, okay, girl. If that worked for you.
Yeah, we
Nicole
just,
says, hey, family. What's up, Nicole? Catrice says, I've never used a toy. Oh. Oh, Catrice. Send me your address, baby. I know some people that sell them. Maybe we need to get you one. Uh, use everything from the kitchen to the bedroom. Oh, that's right. Catrice says, so I wouldn't know what to do. You know what to do with it. Debbie Snack says, yes, because it's fun. Laugh at now. Kirsten says, no, y'all. Oh, we old. So I really thought that that's what you meant. Corn cob. Yay. Hey. I thought it was hey. Like, yeah, you was down for it. So you're saying no toys to the bedroom. Zoe Washington, Lord Zoe, you did not just say that to me. She says it's a different type of orgasm. It's the best. I used to do Zoe's hair when she was a little girl. Now she on here talking to me. I said I know I'm old because
Zoe is young, right?
Zoe is in her 20s. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. In my 20s, I would have been yes, but no, not now.
Yeah. So like not now. You wouldn't
Mm,
have one.
hell no.
Mm.
What give me my orgasm, paid bills,
Nicole
and
says, I'm
and
really not into the
investigation.
vibration, but I will go along with it. So you don't have to just use a vibrator because there's all types of things you can use now.
They it don't it's never excited me. They didn't
Uh,
excite me when I was young.
Kirsten says, I bought a dildo one time and my sister told me I went to the store and found the corniest one. I couldn't find, I could find.
I want to know what a corny dildo look like.
Ah, do you remember that nut that got on here with that flashlight and said that it was a dildo and he was gonna put it up his butt? Do you remember that? A whole nut. Don't call his name. We don't give him no more power. But a whole nut. Catrice says,
She
with a
look
fork,
right in our lives. Thank God for 22.
2022. You
Yeah.
ain't lying. You have to have an age appropriate kink. Kirsten says she bought a white. Why you buy a white one, Kirsten?
That's fun. That's fun.
She's talking about I was living in Manassas. She's telling all her stuff today. I was living in Manassas. Okay, Kirsten. All right. I mean, so yeah, would you buy one? Would you have one? Catrice, we're gonna have this conversation. I wanna, because some people feel like self-pleasure is a sin. Some people feel like self-pleasure is wrong. Some people feel like that they get enough on the side that they ain't got to get one.
I think it's dumb.
You think it's done.
I'm doing one job already meant for two. Now,
Linda
mind you,
Carter said,
what?
I don't have a man, so I do what I gotta do. You better work it, Linda.
Yeah,
And
I'm not working.
Linda,
I'm not working there. That is not, even though it can be done with one, it's better with two.
Brian said, now listen, flashlights are high as giraffe. I know what he's talking about. But my lord, Africa says a cock ring a toy. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a toy, but the producers in the background talking about, it is.
Well, I don't have a cock, so I don't.
Are butt blood plugs toys? I think those are toys. I guess. Well, let me go back to the cock ring, Africa. I think it's if you're using it to perform sex, it is a toy. If you're just wearing one to wear one, I don't think it's a toy.
So why would you wear it?
Some people like the feeling of it.
It's helping out, so it's a toy.
I mean, but
But what?
and this nut in the background, it's a toy. It's a toy. um, Chazetta. What's up, Chazetta? Chazetta says dildos are odd. I prefer clitoral stimulants. What is that? What is a click stimulant? What would be one of those? Give me
Like a bullet.
a dildo with rabbit ears. Okay. Okay. Brian says now they do have vibrating cock rings as well. Okay. To rock your gray sweats better, Listen. Um, Debbie says she got a rose. A rose. Charzetta said, hey, yeah. So this is interesting. I think that, you just find that people are into certain things. So wow. Toys you only use on your clit. Okay. Okay. So you just rub it. just just rub it. Zoe says, honestly, a lot of women can't orgasm off penetration. So using toys like vibrators for a women's clit while penetrating helps us when we won't be bored or faking it. Okay. Okay.
Most women, honestly, that's not even going to do it. So your partner has to be. Our shit is mental. If they're not in your head, it's not gonna happen.
Mm,
It's not.
okay. All right. So listen, this was very, very good tonight. This is very, very good. Very good conversation. I want to say thank you to everyone, to all our viewers. Final thoughts, Mimi. Final thoughts. I think we should do this again. I actually bought the cards. I actually bought them. I'm just
I
waiting.
know. I got me one of them games. I bought for Christmas. I didn't even open it up yet. But yeah, I'm down for it.
I think so, but then I do think that we should talk about why Catrice, we come on every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock
Mhm.
Wednesday night. So I think that we should definitely. Here's April. Cock rings can be used when there's medical difficulties with the. So is it still so curious how this feel? Obviously, I'm not personally needing one. So I think that cock rings are used to help a man stay hard or
Mhm.
to give them an intense orgasm, or then
Mhm.
two, it causes them to stay not semi erect, but it causes it the blood to stay in it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Africa then went to a whole nother level. It's the waterfall for me, Lord Jesus. So anyway, final thoughts. We're saying, thank you so much. I think that it's good to have conversations like this. I think it sparks conversations at home. So while you're at home with your significant other, your partner, your best friend, everybody, I think that you should have conversations like this. I think that you should be able to have open, genuine conversations and talk through stuff. You never know who you're going to cause to look at something totally different. What do you think, Mimi?
Okay.
What do you think? I'm not just talking about this last piece. I'm talking about the whole conversation we had tonight. I'm not just
Oh,
talking
it
about
was that was interesting.
the
My final. I'm just happy to have made it through these last 2 years.
Mhm,
I'm happy to see that we back here and everybody else is back here with us.
mhm.
Welcome all our new folks.
You're welcome.
Thank you to all the ones that's been riding with us.
Mhm.
And of course, we're gonna keep it interesting. We're gonna keep it honest. We're gonna keep it fun. And the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. So we'll see you
Yeah.
next week. But listen, before then, follow us. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, In the Chair with Montee and MiMi. And on Facebook, it's Montee and MiMi. And then on YouTube Live. Can we get a check, y'all? Can y'all help us get a check? Can you help us
Yeah.
get a check? Go subscribe to us, In the Chair with Montee and MiMi. It ain't charging you nothing. Just subscribe. Tell somebody. Share about us. Talk about us. Please, 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 please support us. Continue to support us. We thank you. We love you. And you know what? Have a good night. Y'all still talking about these toys. So we got to come back and have a discussion. Good night.
Lord.
Love you.
I got something to say. I got something to say.